Hello and welcome back to the Cronecast at the Rising Moon. Today I have a Crossroads, Which Path Should I Choose? Timeless reading for you. And what's a timeless reading? A timeless reading means that whenever you see this, even if it's a week after I publish it, 6 months, 2 years, that's the right time for you. The universe will call you to what you need to see and hear. I have 4 piles for you. I'm going to be doing a pendulum assisted video. That's something I haven't tried before, but it is something that can help with guidance. We have 4 piles, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. There's going to be an insert in a moment so that you can pick your pile. Hello and welcome back. This is pile number 1. I'm not sure what your question is, but it should be revealed as we go through this. The Crossroads video is about choosing. There's always moments in life where we have a fork in the road. And the Thelema deck is going to outline what the situation is at present. Spooky Junior, which is one of my divine decks, is going to outline the current path, and then the Sun and Moon Tarot is going to outline the alternate path. And everybody got some oracle cards as well. Yours is relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Openness. Delight. You're getting some good cards, pile number 1. And then protection. And we'll talk about these and how they tie in at the end of the reading. So at present, you have Judgment in the upright, you have the World in the upright, you have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, you have the 9 of Swords in reverse, you have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Hanged Man in reverse. Well, that is kind of a good read. I am going to try and clarify anything that is unclear. But at present, you are feeling the call of something that you haven't before. That's what the card Judgment is about. It's about a higher calling. It's about being called to a purpose, to a path. It is something that would set you on a new path entirely. That's what the World is talking about. The World is a complete cycle. This would be the beginning of a new cycle. These are 2 karmic cards. This is a fateful journey that you're on. The 8 of Pentacles in reverse means that it really is not something that you've been working in before. The 8 of Pentacles in the upright is a card of success and building and really tapping into your ability to build your own security. Pentacles are about earth signs. They're about everything material, the physical world, health. This is going to diverge from that particular path, and that doesn't mean you'd be poor. It just means it's not what you're trained in, and you're feeling pulled towards something. The 9 of Swords in reverse, you've had some sleepless nights about this, but you're starting to come to a point where you wish you had some clarity. The King of Pentacles in reverse. This can be a Taurus. It can be any other earth sign. This is, again, about the thing that you're considering, the calling that you're considering, you feel like it's going to challenge your stability. The King of Pentacles in reverse means that it would be a new beginning. It would be, the King of Pentacles in the upright is a solid provider. Security is everything to the King of Pentacles. I really always like the King of Pentacles energy, but it is something where safety does inhibit growth. Then you have the Hanged Man in reverse. You are coming out of a period of reflection and starting to question things. I'm not even sure we're going to need to clarify that, but I will. We're going to go to the path, the first path that is available to you. If you stay on your current path, this is what will happen. The Knight of Swords in the upright and the Fool in reverse. You have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Page of Cups in the upright. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Empress in the upright. That doesn't mean that you're staying in the career that we were just talking about. It's just you are called to something and there are alternative paths. The Knight of Swords is about fast moving energies, decisive action, certainty. It is relying on your past experience with the Fool in reverse. The Fool in the upright is a brand new journey. The Fool in reverse It usually, to me, all card readers interpret things differently, it does mean to me somebody with enough life experience that the risks that they take are very informed. Then you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Again, there's going to be a sacrifice of a feeling of security, if not the actuality of it. But the Page of Cups, this is something that offers you fulfillment in your soul, a nourishing aspect to your emotional life. It's just the start of something, though. The Knight of Pentacles suggests that it is going to be something that builds towards abundance, but the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy of all the knights. And then the Empress. The Empress is all things life-giving and abundant, and this is the card of mothering. This is the card of caretaking and nurturing. There is this, what's being outlined here is delight is available to you. Now, the alternate path that is available to you has the Emperor in reverse. It has the Star in reverse. It has the Prince of Swords in the upright, and it has the Eight of Swords in reverse. So, let's talk about this. The Emperor in reverse is about inverting a power structure. The Emperor in the upright can be the bad side of the patriarchy. It can be about abuse of power. It can be about really kind of squashing those who are less powerful. Not necessarily in a malicious way, but often in a learned way societally. Inverted like this, it means you would be overcoming that power structure, which is also possible what the Knight of Pentacles is representing. The Star in the reverse like this is, the Star is hope. It's hope in all sectors, above, below, meaning your internal world and your material world. This is in reverse, which would mean it's the very start of something. It's the planting of a seed. The Prince of Swords, this is, again, very related to the Knight of Swords, but this is the path that you feel a little less called to. This is the card of an energy that is contemplative but still swift, if that makes sense. This is an idea. This is certainty. That doesn't mean that this is the absolute right answer. It's just the one that you have the most clarity on. And then you have the Eight of Swords in reverse, which is the thing that would free you the most. The sense I'm getting is that on one side of this fork in the road, you have more stability available to you. On the other side, there is something that is a little dearer to your heart, the way you can express your talents, the way they might manifest. I am going to get to clarifying here. I'm going to go with the Spirit deck. It's not as pretty as my other decks, but it's really, really good at identifying what your inner world is really reflecting. Magical energies are the things that you can manifest with. Your spirit is your feelings, your emotions, your internal world. So let's check with this. Is there anything we need to know about this situation at the top here? There's a karmic calling on the line here. And it looks like the pile number one isn't quite sure how to express that. Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. Does involve a new relationship, a new form of love. This can be the cup of divine callings as well. The Knight of Swords is you're very drawn to this first path. What does it involve? Can I get some... Ace of Wands. It's less Ace of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Wands in the upright is brand new beginning. The spark of something with a great deal of creativity in it. This again, steady, sturdy. It will get there eventually. This is more of a risk. And it does have a lot of choices in it. The Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups can be about magical forces in somebody's life, spell work even. But it's also simply the card of having a lot of choices and needing to be careful with them. Because when the world is, basically a menu full of choice, it's good power, but it's also a little overwhelming. I'm going to see if I can get one more card. I'm going to move to some oracle cards after this. See if we can get any openness. Openness, delight, protection. Your first path, I think, is the one that offers the most protection of the material world. But I'm sensing that your second path is the one that is going to have the most internal delight. And remember, any advice you receive here, it is for entertainment purposes. You need to make your own decisions. Let this just be one of the things that you put in the bank of thoughts as you're considering things. Can I get one more card? Are we done here? I'll take them all. When 4 come out in this situation, I will take them all. The 7 of Pentacles, this is earthly concerns. It's the seed of something. It's the start of something. It's planting something. It's hard work too. There can be a sense of disappointment. You have the 5 of Cups in reverse. The 5 of Cups in the upright can be about, it's called the card of crying over spilt milk, having lost but still having things remain. It can also be a bit of a victim mentality card, and don't take that wrong. Everybody, I can do it too, can fall into the why me of it all. Something happened and you had a little trouble bouncing back from it, but you have, and you really are trying to you've got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. You're ready to take your next steps. The 4 of Cups in the upright, that is about coming out of stasis. What kind of endeavor is this? I'd like a little more information. So this is your spirit, and your spirit is leaning towards the first inclination. I'd really like to let's get some oracle cards here. This is the Quantum Oracle. I love this deck. It is very, very helpful. It just took out a bunch of cards. All right, I'd like a little more information here. A little more clarifying information. Okay. Fear and great gratitude. Peace. Pardon the silence, I'd rather not say anything than just babble away for the sake of it. This is interesting. I think your fear is holding you back from something. There is definitely something that you feel called to. It is something new to you. It does mean leaving something in the past behind in either instance. Can I get a little more information about the second option here, please? Can I get a little more information about the second 4? Temperance in reverse. 4 of Cups in reverse. Can I get a little bit more information? 8 of Cups in the upright. That is about taking a new journey and learning new things. It is branching out into something you have not done yet. The King of Cups. It's going to nourish your soul the most. What is this endeavor? Do we know? Do we know? Is the person just going to know? You're not going to tell me? All right. All right, here we go. All right. I am going to keep 1. The Chariot, 10 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so the Chariot, this is being pulled in 2 different directions. The 10 of Wands, releasing burdens. The 4 of Pentacles, holding on to something too tightly. There is something that you already have the training for that you could take in this first direction. And group number 1, you're going to know what I'm talking about more than I would. It would offer you stability. It would give you the beginning of a new relationship to yourself that would be nourishing to your soul. The second option looks like something that you're being called to. It seems more of a dream mentality. It seems more like the 7 of Cups is referring to that. I think it is a more pie in the sky sort of endeavor where it's the thing that you dream about. fear is keeping you from it. It does offer some rewards, great gratitude and peace. You've got protection, delight, openness. My sense is that you're being called to the thing that you are afraid of. You know you have, in your fork in the road, you can take one path that is safe and one that feels less so. I'm going to clear some of this out of the way. And then I'm going to get out the pendulum and I'm going to ask it. And the pendulum, it works a lot like my divine messages do. It allows me to channel an answer. And again, remember, this is not, you are still the person who makes your choices. This is something that just helps inform them. And it is not to determine them, it is to inform them. So let's see what, if anything, the divine is interested in talking about here. We're going to make, we'll see if I can get my pendulum to, and this is going to be funny because, you know, people will wonder, am I the person moving it? There's a small metal ball at the end of this, so I'm not actually touching the chain. Can I get a yes, please? In this particular mat, yes will go back and forth. Can I get a stronger yes than that? I really could use a little. Okay, can I get a no, please? Can I get a no, please? Can I get a no? Okay. All right, do we have any advice for pile number 1? Do you have any advice for pile number 1? What do you mean no? Do you want to help them choose a pile? Oh, I understand. Okay. So we need to ask yes or no questions. Is the first option safest? It is now saying yes, rather definitively. And again, it's swinging back and forth from a metal ball bearing that's in between my fingers. I have no control over the chain. Okay, so we're talking about pile number 1. Is pile number 1 the safest option? Is it going to bring as much joy to the life of the person asking? Oh my goodness, okay. So no. Is the second option creative? Oh wow, we're getting try again maybe. Is it spiritual? No. Is it something dear to the group number 1's querent's heart? Oh, geez. Yes. Should they pursue, speaking with the divine, with divine messages, is it your feeling that they should pursue pile number 1? The option number 1. Wow, okay, that is a definitive no. Pile is the second group represented by the Sun and Moon Tarot. Is that the option that you believe they should pursue? Is the querent going to know what you're talking about? Is it going to involve risk? No. Is it a divine calling? It is moving to yes. It is a divine calling. Do you have anything more to add? Maybe. Wait, no. Are we moving to no? No. All right, group number 1. That's a pretty definitive answer. Whatever it is, I'm going to put you down now, thank you. Whatever it is, and that allows me to channel directly. It's difficult to describe what channeling is. Group number 1, you have an option that is safer and more secure. The thing that you are afraid of doing is represented by the Sun and Moon Tarot. For what it is worth, the pendulum that I use to connect to divine messages is urging you to pursue this second option. Apparently you know what it is. It will bring you delight, you will be protected, be open, and your relationships will... I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. In what path should you choose? You are being asked to take the path less traveled. Apparently that is what the divine has in mind for you, and feels that you will be protected and guided when you are really doing your life's purpose. Then the divine looks out for you. And again, remember, you are the person making your choices. Just let this be part of your consideration. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the thumbs up button, please subscribe, and I hope that you have delight in whichever path that you choose. Thank you so much. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 2, then this is your reading. And I'm going to be doing a pendulum clarification at the end. I haven't done that before on camera. It is another way to connect with the divine. So the Thelema deck, there's a crossroads in your life right now, and you're asking a particular question, and this reading is to help give you some information to help you decide. You, of course, determine your own path. This just might be some advice that you wish to take under advisement. So the Thelema deck is telling us about the situation at hand. Spooky Jr. is talking about the first path, the first option available to you. And then we have the Sun and Moon Tarot talking about your alternative path, the thing that is you're feeling pulled between. And everybody got some oracle cards. We've got worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. My gosh, that is so true. And oh, you also got happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. That's always a good thing to keep in mind. Enlightenment is your sacred destiny and happiness. I'm putting, oh my gosh, you got happiness twice. Well, good for you, group, let's just rearrange that. Good for you, group number 2. Let's see what's going on here. All right, you have the Four of Wands. This indicates structure, stability, a relationship, and with strength. That does mean that there have been things to overcome. You have the Five of Wands in reverse. There's been change, things have settled down. You have the Two of Pentacles. As things settle down, you have regained your balance. You're learning to juggle less. You have the Four of Swords. This is coming out of, as you make your decision, you're coming out of stasis. The Eight of Swords, but you're still struggling with mentalities that hold you back. The Eight of Swords is about being a prisoner of our own fears. Worry, worry. Let's see what the first, and I will clarify this whole read. The first course of action. Two of Cups in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in the upright, Five of Cups in the upright, King of Pentacles in the upright. And for your alternative path, you have the Prince of Cups in reverse, you have the Sun in reverse, you have the Universe in the upright, you have the Two of Swords in the upright, and you have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So, let's talk about this. The Two of Cups in reverse, combined with the Six of Wands in reverse. Now, the Six of Wands it's a good card. It's a card of triumph. It's about winning a battle. Combined with the Two of Cups in reverse like this, I do feel as if there has a relationship that has been sorely tested, but it hasn't ended. It hasn't ended. There's still some progress to be made. One of the options available to you is apparently remaining in that structure. The Seven of Pentacles in this instance it can be a card of disappointment, and particularly combined with the Five of Cups. There has been pain. This is a difficult card. There's been a genuine loss, but things remain. Things remain. And it seems like here you're drawn to focusing on what remains, but you're also, something hurt you enough in the past that you're having trouble letting go of it. And the energy of the King of Pentacles being present. The King of Pentacles is about a good, strong provider. Usually it can be a card of finance, by the way, people working in the financial industry. It can be the card of a provider. It can be the card of Taurans. Pentacles are about earthly stability, health, everything that we associate with stability in our world. I get the sense that this is a should I stay or should I go sort of instance. This apparently is going to be about staying and trying to rebuild. You have the Prince of Cups in reverse in your alternative path. That's not bad. That doesn't mean being denied something that would make you happy. It just means that you're at the very beginning of a stage with the Sun in reverse as well. I'm going to put these both in the upright to see if you can see them. I love this deck. It's so tiny. I wish it was possible to get better shots of the cards, and it is something I'm working on. But this would be the start of something new and the start of a new cycle. The universe in this card is the same as the world in other decks. And that is about a cycle that begins. The Two of Swords is about no longer being in denial, facing your truth, listening to your intuition. The Queen of Pentacles, particularly since it is the opposite here, this is the masculine, this is the feminine. The Queen of Pentacles she provides her own stability. She provides her own everything, really. Not meaning that she doesn't have anyone and can never have anyone, just simply that she is capable. Enlightenment, the path that you're being called to. Something, your fear and worry is holding you back from something. By the way, no matter how this looks right now, it is not clear-cut which is the right path. There are things remaining here. This is not an easy situation. The questions that you're asking, they're legitimate. 9 of Cups on the cut with the 10 of Pentacles. That's good stuff. I'm going to the Everyday Witch deck simply because I believe that a personal relationship is involved in this particular read. All of my decks are programmed. I go through the same decks over and over and over again in order to ask the same type of questions, and it essentially programs the energy in them. Oddly enough, this is the deck that came out of the gate just wanting to talk about relationships all the time. It's the one that will tell you about who's going to take you to prom, that kind of thing. Can I get some... I did not like that. Okay, let's see. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Wands in the upright, 7 of Cups in the upright, 4 of Swords in reverse. That is the second time that you got that. We are clarifying this. We're going to go on to clarify this in a moment. All right, so the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. There was a lot of work that went into, I believe, this relationship. The 7 of Wands, over the course of a battle, a difficulty, something that you had to overcome, you have lost that feeling of having achieved much, but you have so many choices available to you. This is abundance. This is everything being available and having to be careful with your choice. The 4 of Swords in reverse again. It is time to take action. Can I get a little clarity? I'm going to keep going with the everyday. Can I get a little clarity on what happened here? What happened here? Was it distance? Was it dishonor? Pardon the terminology. What was it? What was it? Can I get a little more clarity on that, please? Three of Wands. Can I get a little more? Just a little more. I think I know what that means, but I want to make sure. The 3 of Wands in reverse like that is coming to the end of a road, coming to the end of the path, having your choices taken away from you. Quite frequently through unpleasant means. Queen of Wands in reverse. In relationships, when the Queen of Wands appears like that, it can be the influence of somebody's mother. The Fool, a brand new journey, and then the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning in a financial sector, usually offering great success. This appears to be clarifying this. This appears to be clarifying this still. I want more information still. I really do. Let me get a couple of oracle cards here. I'll clear this out of the way. This is a relationship, and apparently it's a should I stay, should I go? And I don't know that we're going to get clarity, but we will go to a pendulum read at the end of this, which is my way of tapping into the divine. It's a way to channel. Can I get a little more clarity on this? Is there, what was the nature of the disagreement, of the difficulty? I don't like the Queen of Wands in reverse like that. It can also be about someone who feels very, Queen of Wands is assertive and confident and sexy, and it's a great energy. It's fiery. Fire signs, by the way, are represented by wands. But in that position, it can be about someone's mother being involved, or it can be about feeling like your power was taken from you. But there's a new beginning here. Kindred partnership. Discovery. The loving woman. Back and forth. Family. Okay. I beg, please always pardon my facial expressions. I'm just a very expressive person. It looks to me as if you found out something that was very disheartening to you. Back and forth, you're currently staying, potentially because of family. I'm going to keep going here. This is staying, this is going. I'm going to get a little more clarity on the going and what's going to happen with staying. Let's go with this. What will happen with option number 1? Can I get that in 3 or 4 cards, please? What will happen with option number 1, please? Forks in the road. We all have to face them at some point. Back of the deck energy is the Lovers. That is also about having to make a choice. Can I get what will happen with the first option, please? First option, what's going to happen there? What's going to happen there? What's going to happen there? Come on, don't be a mush pile. What's going to happen with the first option, please? What's going to happen with the first option? What's going to happen? Death in reverse. That is a new life chariot. A journey begins, but it is pulling you in 2 directions. Ace of Swords in reverse. That is about communications being blocked. And then you have the Hermit in the upright. That will be about a lot of emotional solitude and contemplation. That is 3 major arcana. Oh, we might be dealing with fateful choice. When fate is on the scene, then the only thing I can really do is ask the divine. But I will keep trying. Can I clarify this second option? What's going to happen there? What's going to happen there? The Hierophant structure. This can be the Taurus male as well. This is the card of Taurans. Mentorship. 5 of Wands in reverse. You have that here as well. That would be the restoration of peace following chaos. Can I get a little more, please? Eight of Cups in reverse. That is the end of a journey. 3 are down here. I'm going to check them to see what they look like. The World in the upright. Okay. Ace of Wands in the upright. Tower in reverse. 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay. It looks to me as if you're being strongly advised to take the second option. However, we are going to go to a pendulum, and again, you are in charge of your life. The Hierophant is about structure and stability. It can be about marriage as well, because it is about conformity. However, it can be a card of higher learning, mentorship, and again, it is the card of Taurans. The 5 of Wands in reverse is a restoration of peace, restoring balance. 8 of Cups, coming to the end of a journey, taking with you the lessons that you have learned. The World is the beginning of a new cycle. The Ace of Wands is a spark of a new idea. It is creative. It is passionate. It's fun, frankly. It has the Tower in reverse with it. It's a managed change. And then the 4 of Swords in reverse, which you have had twice, both from the Everyday Witch deck and here. I am going to get these out of the way, and we're going to go to Pendulum clarification. I'm going to get these out of the way as well. I haven't been doing pendulum clarification on camera because it can be difficult to explain how it works, but it's the exact same way as when I go to a divine message deck. It allows me to channel. There is a small metal ball bearing at the end of this chain. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. That is where I hold the chain from. I can't swing without moving my arm. I would not be able to swing this. Can I get a yes? Can I get a yes, please? Can I get a stronger yes than that? You really need to check in stronger than that. May I get a no? Can I get a no, please? It takes a second to warm up. Okay. Yes is over here, no is here, this is rephrase, and maybe is over here. Okay. Do you have an opinion on which path pile number 2's querents should take? I kind of figured. My elbow is braced against the desk, so that's one of the ways that hopefully you'll be able to tell I'm not actually moving this. Oh, will not answer, rephrase. Is there divine guidance available for which? Oh, that's why it's not an opinion, it's divine guidance. Yes. Okay. Is the first option, is that going to make the querent happy? Happiness was very much stressed. Yes. Will that be fulfilling their life's purpose? No. Will the second option make the querent happy as well? The thing is, your life's purpose does fulfill you. Yes. Is one option better than the other for this particular querent? It does not appear to be changing direction. Is it option number 1? Is it option number 2? Well, group number 2, I was not going to call that one. Is it option number 1? He is saying no to the second option. You are not being advised to leave. No, you can still make your choices. Is option number 1 the better option for the querent? Is it a choice? Is it a question of timing? It is simply not the time yet for you to follow this path. Is it the time for the querent to follow the path, the thing that is calling to them? It is. Is there a way to have both? Wait, is there a way to have both options? No. Is the divine advice to stay in the relationship? It is moving to yes. Group number 2. Again, don't let a reader on YouTube decide the course of your life. And don't let somebody using a pendulum, even though it is a divine message, I am channeling. This is still for you to take under advisement. The indications here are about continuing to work on the relationship that you're in at this particular time. Thank you for your help. Group number 2. I don't know if that answer will be the one that you were hoping for. There is something in this second option, the thing that you're considering, that is part of your life's path. However, at this particular time, it's not the thing that what I'm able to channel, which is the spirit of advanced communication represented by the Archangel Gabriel. It is not being advised that you pursue that path at this time, and you will be happy again in the staying in the relationship. There are things there to be salvaged. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this helped you. Take care. Hello, and welcome back. If you picked pile number 3, then this is your pile. I will be doing a pendulum clarification at the end of all of these piles. Pendulum clarifications work the same way as my divine message decks do. It's just I'm able to channel. You'll see it at the end. From the Thelema deck comes the situation at hand, the thing that you're choosing from. The first situation, the first option that you are considering is outlined by Spooky Jr., which is my other divine message deck. I just got it. I can still use it to read. And then the alternative is outlined by the Sun and Moon Tarot. Everybody got some oracle cards as well. Let's see. Oh, and by the way, group number 3, I should mention this. Wow, did your cards come flying out. You have courage. I'm going to upright this. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. You have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. It doesn't mean you're going to fail. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Stand still. There we go. Okay, there we go. Fear, courage. Stand still. You've come to a standstill. Wonders and stillness. Boy, contemplation appears to be really being stressed. I love this card as well. You had the most going on. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. We have the Star in the upright. We have the Magician in reverse, and we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is about blocked communications, being unable to tap in, being unable to speak your truth. The 6 of Cups in reverse. This is a relationship from the past. In the reverse position like this, it's no longer serving you. The 7 of Wands, there is essentially a battle that you have stepped away from. It's not that you lost it, it's that you've stepped away from it and you have rediscovered hope with the Star. The Magician in the reverse like this suggests that your power, you feel blocked on your power to manifest what you desire. The 9 of Wands in reverse, that is again about dropping your guard and being more open. Apparently you're trying to overcome fear. Okay, I'm going to move on to the options. I'll clarify everything. We have the 8 of Swords in the upright. We have the 5 of Swords in the upright. We have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. The 10 of Swords in the upright. We have the King of Wands in the upright. We have the 4 of Pentacles in the upright. Group number 3, I can see why your cards were just flying out. We have the Princess of, in the alternative, we have the Princess of Wands in the upright. We have the 3 of Cups in the upright. We have the Devil in the upright. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the 9 of Wands in the upright. Apparently there aren't going to be any easy choices here. I want clarification. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to go to group number 3. You've had a lot happen. You're really run out. A little too much has gone on in your life. I'm going to explain a couple of cards here first. The Eight of Swords in the upright is about your mental prisons, the things that we do to hold ourselves back. You're actually free, but it is the mindset, and we all do this. I am a master at it, of basically second guessing and not progressing because we're worried. The Five of Swords, a battle was won. There was a lot of change involved. There was a cost. There was a definite cost. The Ten of Wands, you're finally feeling less burdened because something is done, something is over, and a new beginning is available. The King of Wands, this is a new passionate opportunity. This is a fire and certainty. The King of Wands is a really good energy. It is not specific to gender. The Four of Pentacles. Pentacles are earthly matters and concerns. They represent earth signs as well. Let's really quickly cover that as well. Swords are air signs. Cups are water signs. Wands are fire signs. Pentacles are earth signs. There's not a lot that indicates that this is particular to an astrological sign at the moment. Oh my goodness. Can I get a little bit more on what occurred here? Is this a relationship? Is it a job? It might be a job. Can I get some cards that are going to help me understand this situation? I'm going to get two more before I can flip that over. Can I get some more that will help me understand the situation at hand? Not half the deck. This deck can be very difficult and strange to shuffle simply because it is a very strange card stock. I'm going to keep going with this for a little bit. Let's get the cards. What I just took out was the Queen of Coins and the King of Coins. This is the ultimate earthly stability and balance. It can also be two Taurans. The Ace of Cups, a relationship. The Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. That is feeling like you're being brought in from the cold. This is a relationship of some kind. This is a relationship of some kind. I want to keep going. I want to keep going. So there's something, a past relationship, that has, I think, caused you some pain in the past. It left you feeling victimized, but you're standing in your strength and power again. You're finding your courage. Can I find out what this first option is about? Can I find out what the first option is about? Five of Swords, the end to hostilities. There's a battle involved in that, though. It's not an easy option. Eight of Wands in the upright, in the reverse. Gosh, I really want to put that in the upright. And it doesn't matter because it genuinely, it's only ever blocked. The Eight of Wands does not change in meaning. When it is in reverse, it's a blocked energy. It just means a message takes longer to get there. It's a very swift moving, decisive, progress is indicated. It looks like you're a little energetically stuck is all. Somebody is flipped, I'm positive. I just saw somebody's face, I know I did. All right, I'll keep trying. Gosh darn it, come on. There you go. The Four of Cups in the upright. There's been much contemplation. You're not satisfied at the moment. Not satisfied at the moment. But there's a lot of thinking that goes into this, and it's not super comfortable. Can I get one more card, please? Thank you. The Chariot, a new journey, progress being pulled in two different directions. I like the Chariot. I like the Chariot. It's a little problematic in relationship reads, but it can also be about traveling. Can I get something on what is the second option down here? It seems to be about, let's cover I'm going to put this down. I think I will go to a second deck to clarify this, because let's cover what this is. The Princess of Wands in this deck is about the beginning of something new, a creative endeavor that starts to move forward, but it's just the start. There's a sense of community with the Three of Cups. Relying on one's friends, really, it's a collaborative effort. The Devil in the upright, though, it can be about being tempted to do things that aren't as good for you. The Queen of Cups in reverse, it is, in this instance, about denying your emotional side, and that apparently is fairly damaging. Leading you to the Nine of Wands, which will leave you on your defensive. It's not a bad card. It's not a bad card. It is a card of overcoming. It is a card of overcoming. Neither of your options are particularly emotionally easy. Group number 3. Clear these out of the way for a moment. And I am going to go to a different deck. I'll go to the Golden Wheel. I'm going to the Golden Wheel Tarot. They're giant cards and I don't shuffle them super well. But I really like the depictions because they don't actually spell everything out for you. It's a pure, this is what the card means. Whereas everything else, the illustrations, the renderings really can impact what the meaning is. This is the Rider-Waite, actually Rider-Smith in this instance. And it's the very traditional meanings. This is the lighter-hearted, see, I told you I would shuffle them well. This is the lighter-hearted Sun and Moon Tarot. But those are, so even though it's got the Devil and poor choices and the Nine of Wands, which, you know, always feels like being beleaguered, it's a nicer option than it seems like. Can I get some more on the second option, please? Can I get something on the second option, please? I just really would like to know what the heck that is. Can I get a little bit more? Queen of Wands, the Empress. It's about dwelling in your feminine power, the feminine divine, providing your own stability. Okay, anything else? That's just not enough. Death, it is about rebirth, starting over again, a new life. Eight of Wands in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. It's about coming to the end of a journey, messages being blocked. I want oracle cards. There is a new beginning that is being offered to you here, or it looks like a solo journey over here. The Empress and the Queen of Wands, those are both very strong feminine energies. Can I get a little bit more? Can I get some, and this is the Quantum Oracle, I like a lot. Can I get increase? I'm going to put that in the upright. I don't read, these can be read in the reverse, but I don't read them in the reverse. And I do reversals clearly, but there are certain cards where it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This is a very good clarifying deck, and it works better so far when read in the upright. I think it just kind of muddies the water when it's in the reverse like that. Can I get a little bit more, please? Angels of Four Directions. Well, that's the powers that be. That is the guardians who guard the four corners. Whenever I'm doing ritual work, I'll call to the guardians who guard the four corners to aid me and to protect me in this and all that I do. Can I get another card? So increase. There's protection available. And the elements available. Come on, I need one more card too. Can I get one more? Happy Success and Milestone. Boy, nothing's weighing in on what's the better option. We may end up going to the Pendulum earlier than not. But there are good choices available to you. Angels of Four Directions, you're on a guided path. You're protected. Happy Success. The Queen of Pentacles, where were you? I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands. Increase. An increase of power, happy success, and milestone. Boy, we need to figure out which path needs to be chosen here. I'm going to the Romance Angels. I didn't for any of the other groups, even though one was a relationship question, it was not. I think this is about letting somebody new into your life. Can I get a little more information? Can I just get a card, please? Can I get a little card, please? Just one. Oh, I'm going to do 3, and if it won't spit it out, I'm going to stop. 1, 2. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. We'll leave that there. We'll go to an energy deck, Oracle. Group number 3, I knew it, and you're always, for whatever reason, group number 3 is the one that's Journey. Always the deck that, or always the group that just, the problem is the most complex. It takes the longest time to read. I'm sure that anybody checking my timestamps is like, what happens to her on the group 3? Let's see. And it's not that I lose my focus, it's just that for whatever reason, that's where my most complex reads tend to land. Thinking woman, and I'm putting that in the reverse. Matter of the heart. Jeepers creepers. Can I get a little more clarity? I'm going to get everybody out of the way here. And I'm going to go to the pendulum. Get you out of the way too. The pendulum, I only use it at specific times. I can only use it when channeling. There are times when I try to use it and I can tell that it's just, you know, my conscious mind is bopping it about. And then there are times when it's just very clearly guided. At the very end of this, there is a ball bearing, and that is what I hold the chain by. So is there anybody here to weigh in? Is there any guidance that's available? Back and forth like this will be yes. This way will be no. Can I get a yes? Can I get a stronger yes than that? My arm is braced against the desk. I am not moving this. Can I please get a no? Can you show me no? Ended? No, no. And of course, I'm sure someone's going to watch this and be like, I saw her arm move. Well, yeah, my arm's going to move a little bit, but I can't control the direction without kind of a lot more movement that I'm currently employing. So this is no. Okay. Is there divine guidance available on this choice? Is this a choice about remaining single or taking a chance with a new person? Is option number 2 the recommended option? Is option number 1 the recommended option? Just for the sake of clarity, the divine answer on this is, I am sensing that there is a love available being offered. Is that correct? But is it an easy path? Is it the course, is pursuing the relationship being offered, is that the divine course? Will there be divine guidance available throughout the relationship? Oh, will not answer. I just asked a question in my mind. Were you answering the question in my mind? No. Is the second option a possibility? Is there anything else to be added? Is fate at play here? It is moving to yes. Is there anything else to add? Let's move to no. Well, group number 3. I have one question I would like to ask. Is the option you're recommending more emotionally difficult? Yes. Yes. Will it require more courage? Is it the divine path? Well, thank you for your help. I can stop now. Group number 3. You are being advised, I believe, to take a chance on love again. That doesn't mean that you need to. You, of course, are the master of your own destiny, and you can make your own choices. But the divine is advising you to try again with the King of Wands, and there will be rewards, but it will not be an easy journey. Group number 3, I hope that this reading helped you. If you liked this reading, please hit the thumbs up button, and please subscribe. Thank you so much, and take care. Hello and welcome back. If you picked pile number 4, this is your reading. I will be clarifying this read at the end with a pendulum. That is the same thing. I can talk to the divine through Spooky, which is a divine message deck, and then I can also use a pendulum, and you'll see how it works at the end. The Thelema deck is going to outline the situation at hand. Spooky Junior, another divine message deck, but I can use it to read for people, is giving us the first option. Spooky does not read for anybody any longer. This deck still weighs in on reads. And this is the second option available to you in your fork in the road. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Yay. Opportunity in the upright, and voyage. A lot of purple and blue being represented here. That's the color, your crown chakra. I'm sorry, I lost my ability to speak there. The 2 of Cups in reverse, that is the end of the relationship. And the Page of Wands in reverse, that is a thwarted passion. The Moon is something becoming clear. The Empress, that is standing in your power, the feminine divine. The Tower is a managed change. We're going to clarify anything that we need to. That's 3 major arcana. We have the Magician in the upright. We have the Moon in reverse. We have the 3 of Wands in the upright. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Ace of Swords in the upright. We have the 3 of Wands in the upright for the second option. We have the Empress in reverse. We have the 6 of Pentacles in the upright, and we have the Princess of Swords in the upright. 2 paths diverge in the yellow wood and all of that. These look vaguely similar, but we're going to continue to look and see what is being talked about here. Who should I go to? Let's go to spellcasters. I would like clarity on the beginning situation. It looks like the end of a relationship. And following a change that you are managing, there's been a lot of change for you. And then I will talk about these cards as well and then clarify them. Can I get some clarity on this first situation? Is there anything else to be known here? Is there anything else to be known here? Was this a professional relationship? Anything else to be known here? What kind of relationship was this? And I would be able to tell by the suit that appears if it gives me any cards. Can I get 9 of Wands in the upright, 8 of Pentacles in the upright? It is about a long battle that has challenged stability. Your hard work and security are involved. But the 8 of Pentacles is a card of mastery. You are very good at Eight of Wands in the upright. That's a card of messages, progress, swift moving action. 5 of Wands, it's led to a bit of chaos and conflict. The King of Cups and the 4 of Swords, there is a loving energy that is currently that's in stasis. You don't feel very loved right now. That's not the same thing as not being loved. I want to clarify this situation up here. I'm going to the Spirit deck for that. Let me first talk about the Magician in the upright has power in all sectors. He commands the Wands, the Pentacles, the Swords, and the Cups. He is a master manifester. He has the infinity sign over his head. This is the most well-known depiction and possibly the best known tarot card. Magical forces at work. The Moon in reverse, something has become clear about your power. There is a journey available to you. You should relax. Hard work is indicated by the 7 of Pentacles in the upright and a sense of disappointment. In the reverse like that, there's a sense of fulfillment. The Ace of Swords, all things triumphant. The 3 of Wands is also a journey. The Empress, it's going to put you in touch with a different part of yourself. The 6 of Pentacles is an unequal relationship or a charitable one. It eventually, it has a good spirit, but it's not necessarily good for your spirit. And it does carry with it success and money coming in as well. But the Princess of Swords is here also. That is something that carries you forward swiftly and decisively. But there isn't emotional fulfillment hinted at in these particular reads. This is, I think, a career read. I do think it is a career read. I don't think it is a romantic relationship. I'm going to continue with the spellcaster's deck. Is there anything else to be known about option number 2? Option number 2. Looks like it's about using your power, using your gift. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse, we have the Sun in reverse, and then we have the Hierophant in reverse. It is non-conformity. The Queen of Cups, it is going to be tapping into your more guarded side, your more serious side. It is going to call on you. I think to harness the energies available to you, the King of Cups up here is slightly thwarted by just being kind of worn out. The 4 of Swords is about being in stasis. The Sun in reverse, that is the beginning of something hopeful. The Hierophant in reverse, that is really about choosing a non-conforming path. I did not like that. That was the Page of Wands and the 9 of Swords, by the way, so there's anxiety involved in this, and you do have the Page of Wands up there in reverse. Yeah, there was something that just kind of took your passion. Something took your passion. And a relationship. And that's not necessarily a romantic relationship. Is there anything else to add for, my goodness, Fool, brand new journey? This, okay. All right, hey, that's a lot of cards. So this situation with the Magician is being outlined as, oh gosh, there's the Wish card. No, I beg your pardon, it's the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, this is collaboration and building and stability and creation. The Knight of Swords in reverse, it is about being diplomatic and moving more slowly than perhaps you're used to. Yeah. The Ten of Wands, or else it will lead to being overburdened. This is a drastic change for you. That's what the Tower means. It's fun to see the Tower in a position that does not mean something like, eek, everybody hide. It's just, there's a lot of change. There's a lot of change up here. It will make you brand new and lead you to a new journey. And then I want to go to a different deck to clarify the second option. There are messages involved here, passions. I think it is a creative endeavor, but I'm not entirely positive yet. I'm going to you to clarify what is the second option. Anything to be known about the second option? Is there, oh, there's the Knight of Swords. Can I get some clarity on the second option? I'll draw some oracle cards too. I apologize for how long this read is going to be. The Chariot, Two of Cups in reverse. I don't think you're getting an easy answer. Six of Cups in reverse. And that is about releasing the past. Looks like it's about releasing a past relationship. Anything else? The Lovers, that is about a choice. Okay, I would like to get an energy card first. I don't get the sense that this is a romantic situation. I think something has come to the end of the relationship. There's a new journey. This is a single journey. This is basically being whole within yourself. Appreciation, and that is in the reverse. Opportunity, voyage. You didn't feel appreciated in the past, all tied up. Yeah, this was a tough situation. It's not looking like, what's the outcome here? Can I get another card, please? Journey, and I'm going to put that in the upright because of voyage over here. You're on a new path. You are on a new path following the end of something that was significant to you. I would like quantum. And then I will move to clarification with the pendulum. I like doing these timeless readings. I like the thought of the structure of time playing such a big important part. Playing it safe. Playing it safe is not often advised. I read these in the upright, the Sacred Temple. And the reason they can be read in the reverse, I'm getting to know the deck. So I don't feel as comfortable with the reverse meanings yet. And I find that the upright meanings are very helpful in clarifying. Can I get one more, please? One more, please. I'm going to put you down and touch it after 3. 1, 2, 3. I think the second path is all about great gratitude is what you got. Okay, we're gonna clear some things out of the way after we talk just a little bit more about what this second option is. That is about wholeness and finding your balance. Put you over here, put you over here. Get these out of the way, and we're going to go to the pendulum. After I just talk one more minute about this, there's a creative endeavor, something that is more triumphant but more communicative up here. The Princess of Swords it's different. It's using that particular gift in a less definitive way. It appears to me that the advice being given is to pursue the first path, but we will check. We'll check. This is a pendulum at the very bottom of this chain, which is actually a very light chain, there is a ball bearing, and that is where I hold the chain. So I don't have any control over the chain itself. I'm holding the ball bearing, and my arm is braced. This is a yes. Going back and forth is a yes. Can I get a stronger yes than that, please? And you might see my arm move a little bit, and it's just because it's almost impossible to hold still, but the chain is moving independent of anything that I'm doing. Can I get a no, please? May I get a no, please? Pardon my sniffling. It's cold and flu season. Although by the time you watch this, it might be summer. It doesn't matter. That is a no. Okay. Is there a definitive choice in this particular group? Oh, interesting. That's a no. Is divine purpose at work here? Is personal preference at work here? It is moving to a yes. Is personal happiness at issue here? Is one path safer than the other? Doesn't seem to be any indication that it wants to say no. Is there danger and risk for this particular venture? Is it financial danger? We're just continuing with yes. Is it emotional danger? And by danger, I just mean risk. No. Is the opportunity represented by pile number 2, is that safer? I don't get this very often. This is a maybe. Is it a question of safety? Is it a question of personal fulfillment? I'm just going to ask. Is this about being a writer by any chance? Is pile number 1 about using the creativity to write? And is pile number 2... Oh, wow, you're moving to a no. Wait, rephrase, will not answer. Is pile number 2 about remaining? No. Is it just a different option that also utilizes writing? No. Is it about staying in a job? Yes. This is a question about a job. Was the Two of Cups relationship represented at the beginning of the read? Was that a professional relationship? No. Was it a relationship to the person's self? Was it the interior relationship? Will option number 2 make the querent happy? Group number 4, the people of group number 4 happy? Wow. Please don't bop me. This is a heavy pendulum. No. Will option number 1 provide more happiness? Will not answer. Is it a risk that involve, how do I put this? Is it a risk? No. Is it something that can be done in addition to the job that the person already has? Yes. Is this an either or question? I believe it's going to move to no. Is this a question of doing both? So I want to make sure I understand this correctly. The querent is being advised to stay in their current conforming job and to pursue a creative pursuit as well, additionally. Well, that's a pretty definitive yes. You can go ahead and stop if you want. Is there anything else you want to add? Bonk. Oh, will not answer, rephrase, will not answer. Is there anything else we need to know? No. Thank you. You can go ahead and stop, please. One of the reasons I like to tell it to stop on camera is that it's just one of the ways to illustrate that I'm not moving it. It just stops of its own volition. Okay, thank you very, very, very much. Are you done? Oh God, now you're going to say yes. Okay, thank you. Pile number 4. You are the group that is apparently being told that both of these options, there is no true fork in the road for you. You can walk down both paths simultaneously. Group number 4, I would suggest that you do pursue writing. I think it will expand your universe, take you on a new journey. It's okay that it's a competitive field. When you have something to say, sometimes it's not even about success. It's about needing to communicate it. It's about needing to live your truth. Thank you so much for joining me. If this reading helped you, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. Thank you and take care.